Good morning, class. It is Friday, yay! It's kind of weird because I'm working in the classroom alone every day and videoing myself and talking to you, and I don't know what you're doing or saying. So I'm really hoping that you're watching the videos and that what I'm doing is helping you. I'm going to be adding more to my videos as the days go on. I really wanted to start doing the calendar together, poem of the week together. I'm going to do songs of the week. So I'm going to add a little bit more. Probably more of it's going to be added when we can Zoom together, but I might add a little bit of it next week. I really want to add the stuff that we normally do in the classroom into our videos. So I might just start sneaking it in a little bit at a time, and then when we finally get to Zoom together and see each other at the same time, I will get to hear your little voices join me. So I'll be very happy about that. All right, boys and girls, it is Friday, August 14th. So today we're going to look at our packet for Friday. I'm going to go through the schedule with you, talk about what you can do if you're running a little bit behind. Don't forget to scroll down on Class Dojo and answer the question of the day. The question of the day helps us take attendance. If you don't answer the question of the day at some point during the day, even in the evening if that's when you see it, if you don't answer it, we can't count you as being at school because you're doing school at home. So we want to be able to count you as doing your work because I know so many of you are. So make sure that you answer that question of the day so I can let the office know that you were present today, okay? I really miss you. I hope you enjoyed the story yesterday. I was going to say last night, but I posted it before I left school. So I hope you enjoyed the story yesterday. Whenever you saw it, you can read those, listen to those at night. You can listen to those, right after I post it. And today I might read a story about friendship because your writing has to do with being a good friend today. So I'll have to find one on Epic that has to do with being a good friend. If you have any suggestions, if you go on Epic or you can't yet, who knows if they've closed your account from last year, I'm going to be making you an Epic account. So no worries. As soon as I get all those Epic accounts put in, you will be able to go onto Epic and read the same stories that I'm reading to you, okay? If they don't have it and I really want to read it, I will probably just read it to you like this. But I am right now wanting you to see the words a little bit closer. All right, guys, I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're feeling happy today and excited that it's Friday and you have a little bit of time off on Saturday and Sunday. All right, bye. I will see you Monday. I will do a read aloud first, but then I will see you Monday. All right, let's go into our packet for today and see what you need to do for your work today. So I'm going to start off by going to our first grade work schedule, okay? Now remember, hopefully somebody initialed yesterday that you did your work. Make sure, parents, that you check their work before you initial, and only initial if they were able to finish it all the way. If they weren't able to finish it, have them finish these pages before they go on to today's pages. And also note that Saturday and Sunday, they don't have any assignments. So if it ends up being too much during the week, you can have them do whatever they haven't done, finish on Saturday and Sunday, okay? So let them catch up on Saturday and Sunday for those kids who aren't able to complete their work on Monday through Friday, okay? So today's pages are going to be pages 11 to 17. Pages 11 to 17. And remember, lesson learned, some of the page numbers did not get ran as well as others, so we'll try to move those up a little bit higher. But they all should say Friday, August 14th on them. Okay, so 11 through 17. So let's go ahead and start. Remember to pause the video. Now, I intentionally make the videos a little bit longer so that the kids can work with me if they want. So pause the video, kids, after I go over a page and finish that page before you watch the rest of the video. That way we can kind of work together. If you don't think you need to do that and you want to watch the whole thing through first, that is fine. But again, you might want to pause it so you have a little time to do the work and catch up, okay? So today we're going to start off, Friday, August 14th, on page 11. And of course, it did not run, so let's write that down there. Page 11. We're going to start off with tracing our number 2s. Number 2's story is a candy cane and then a shoe. That's the way you make a 2. Let's say that one more time. A candy cane and then a shoe. That's the way you make a 2. Okay, so we're going to start off by tracing our numbers. Yesterday, I showed you a different way to trace where you used your finger to trace it 3 times. Use the back of your pencil to trace it 3 times. And then traced it with your pencil 3 times. You don't have to do that for every single one, but the first one I always like to do that to give your brain some practice before you actually write it. Okay, so we're going to go 2, and you can say the poem if you want as you do it. A candy cane and then a shoe. That's the way you make a 2. Tracing 3 times. Oh, let's do the back of our pencil 3 times. And that just gives your brain a little chance to kind of go, okay, that's the way we do it. And then you trace it, okay? So you're making your candy cane and your shoe. Try a nice straight 2 as you go. Okay, I want you to finish those. Then by then, your brain should be ready, your brain and hand should be ready to go, okay, I can try it on my own. And you're going to try it on your own all the way across. Then you're going to trace the number word 2. It's T-W-O. And you're going to spell it as you write it. Then you're going to write it on your own. You're going to write it 2 more times on your own. Then you're going to color how many? 2 smiley faces. Any 2, but I kind of like to color them in order because that's what we do with 10 frames. So when there's 2, you color the first 2 and you start on the top. Okay, and this is our 10 frame. So I want you to color 2 boxes in the 10 frame. Now you can make circles, okay, like we did yesterday. Make 2, or you can just color the 2 squares. That's totally up to you. As long as it shows 2, you're good to go. Okay, finish this page, pause it, and then come back to me. Okay, when you're done with that page, you are going to fill in your 120 chart. Remember yesterday I showed you that we have your hundreds chart that you can use to help you do it. But if you think you can do it on your own, don't look at your hundreds chart. Try to do it on your own and then check your work to see if you did. Did I get all of my numbers correct? Did I do them the right way? Okay, very important that we learn how to write them the right way. Okay, so make sure, remember your 1s are always just a 1 with a line. My little girl was trying to make them with that little line there. But if you put that little line there like they tried to, then sometimes looks like a 7. So just a nice straight line for your 1. You're going to go all the way across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and all the way. And then when you're done, you should land at 120. Okay, if you don't, that means you have to go back and check. That's why you use the pencil so that you can erase if you made a mistake. Okay, you're going to do that once every day. All right, so we're now on page 13. This is called the counting caterpillar. So make sure if you didn't do your number chart yet, pause it, do your number chart, and come back to me, okay? Okay, so caterpillar counting. we're going to write the numbers that are missing. So each caterpillar has some numbers that are already filled in. So if it starts with a number, we have to write the next number, okay? And the next number on, are we keeping it track? And so forth. So we're going to do the first one together, okay? This caterpillar, all of them should go to 10. Later on, I think it's on Monday, we start them off at different numbers. So you have to be careful of what numbers are next to them, okay? So let's do the first one together. The caterpillar starts with 1. So what would come next? That's right, 2. What comes after 2? 3. 4, and that's how we know we're doing it right so far. What comes after 4? Oh, look, this one shows us. 5. This only works for today, though, because next time the caterpillars are going to have different numbers. What comes after 5? 6. 7. What comes after 7? 8. 9. What comes after 9? 10. Excellent. So remember, your number ones always are just a line. Okay, that way we don't mix them up with our 7s when the teacher's looking at them. All right, you guys, you're going to do the rest of the caterpillars on your own. Press pause and finish before you look at the next page with me, okay? Okay, now remember yesterday for our letters review, we reviewed L and H because they're both in the L family because they both start like an L. Okay, a T is the same way. Now, their T's are different than my T's. I like to start my T's at the headline like an L. So if you can do that for me, that would be better. Okay, so we're going to start at the headline, on the line, and cross. So you do your sliding first, and then your whoops. Okay, sliding and whoops across the line. Starts like an L, so it's in the L family, just like the H, because that starts like an L as well. Now, capitals, they actually start the same way. It starts like an L, and then you go all the way across the top. Okay, don't forget there's a name spot, and I want you to practice writing your name correctly on the line each page that you have a name spot, okay? So let me just do Jesus's name today, okay? So Jesus is going to use the whole headline, belt line, foot line. Remember this? Let me do a little guy for you. This is how I always remember. That's the headline. See how his head hits the top? Then we make a belt. And then this is the foot line, okay? You don't have to draw him every time, but I like to draw him at the beginning of the year to remind me. So there's his headline, his belt line, because that's where his belt would be, and then the foot line. So we're doing Jesus's name. Capitals always start on the headline, so we started his J up there. And then the lowercase numbers that don't start like L's start at the belt line area. So I want you to use the whole line. Don't write little tiny. I don't want to see Jesus's name like this when we have lines to use, okay? Jesus can write his name like that if there are no lines. But when there are lines, we want to practice hitting the right lines, okay? That's how we practice good letter formation. Okay, so we're gonna do T turtle t today, okay? T turtle t. All right, so as we practice, we're going to say that rhyme. And remember, because it's the first time we're doing our T's together, we're going to trace with our fingers first, okay? T, all the way at the headline, turtle, t. Let me fix that because, again, I want to practice from the headline. T, turtle, t. T, turtle, t. Okay, then the back of our pencil, T, turtle, t. T, turtle, t. T, turtle, t. And then we're going to do it with our pencil. T, turtle, t. T, turtle, t. T, turtle, All right, now we get to do our own. Start at the headline, all the way down, just like an L. But then we pick it back up and we go across the belt line, okay? So you're gonna do one for every line. You're gonna keep going all the way across. Then you're gonna practice your capital T's on these lines, okay? We have one more tracing family that we're part of the L family, and F is a little different. He is in the L family because he starts at the headline. Every lowercase letter that starts at the headline is in the L family. So we had L, and we had H, and we have T, but now we have F. Now F, he has his own little trick because he starts a little bit below. We call that like 2 o'clock. We start at 2 o'clock and curve up, hit the belt line, headline, and go down to the foot line, okay? So again, I'll do it over here. You start at 2 o'clock, you curve up, and then go down, and then you cross, just like a T. So we go whoops, sliding, and whoops, okay? And a capital F starts like an L too, because of course all uppercase letters start like an L. And then we go across and across. So you have to pick up your pencils on capital letters. Okay? So don't forget there's a name spot, so you're going to need to make sure that your name is written nicely. Let's see, who else can let's write Leslie's name on this line. So I'm going to do a capital L, use your headline, belt line, foot line. Oh, there's that little L. And then Leslie's name. So remember, not little mini ones, but use the whole lines, okay? So the story for F is fan. So we're going to say F, fan, F, fan, okay? So we are going to say that as we trace. So we're going to trace with our finger first. Again, we only have to do this the first time we do a new letter. So we have F, fan, F, fan, F, fan. We're going to trace with the back of our pencil 3 times as you say it. F, fan, and then you're going to trace with your pencil. F, fan, F, fan. Okay? And then you're going to write your own. Now that's where it gets tricky because you got to remember to start below and go up. So sometimes I put a dot there to help me. So I start here and go up, then down. Okay? Dot, up, and down. If you don't need that dot, you don't need to put the dot. Up, then down. Okay? Say your story as you go. You're going to go all the way across and then do your capitals. Remember, your capitals start like an L, and then you go across and across. You got to pick up your pencil for those. All right, please pause it. If you haven't done your T's and your F's yet, pause the video because I want you to be ready to read with me next. We're going to go on to our reading for the day. Okay. All right, now that you're done with your letter tracing, we're going to look at our reading for today. Remember, we're reading together and then reading on our own. So after we read together twice, I want you to read on your own. So you might have to pause the video. And then we're going to do the comprehension questions together. So we're going to answer these questions and we're going to use the reading to answer the questions. So it has to match. We can't just go, oh, I think this, I want this. No, this is what we're reading and what it said in here, okay? All right, so let's look at our story today. It's called The Map. And put your finger on the dots as we go. Every time we move a word, we need to move our finger to the next dot, okay? Where is the map? It is in the van. We see a hut on the map. We go in the van to look for the hut. Okay, now we're going to read it with a little more expression. You'll notice there's a question mark there, so we're going to ask it with a question in our voice. And there's an exclamation mark here, so we're going to sound a little bit more excited. It is in the van. Okay, but we're still going to use our fingers. Now, our fingers slow us down a little bit. So as we get to be better readers, our fingers are going to kind of go away. But that will be later, okay? So where is the map? Do that one with me again. Sound like you have a question in your voice. Where is the map? It is in the van. Say that one more time with a little bit of excitement. It is in the van. We see a hut on the map. Now, a hut is like a building. Read that with me again. We see a hut on the map. We go in the van to look for the hut. I guess you're going on a trip to look for something. Okay, guys, I want you to read the map one more time by yourself. So pause the video now and then come back to me. Now that you've read it on your own, let's look at the reading words we're going to review on the bottom. Let me see if I can fit them all in. There we go. All right, so these are the words we're going to review. Can, sap, that's like something that comes out of a tree. That's how we make maple syrup. Den, like a bear's den. Wet, sip, and cat. Okay, so let's say the words again together. Let's break them up a little bit, okay? Let's do it with our fingers. All right, so I'm going to show you how to break up your words. So, k, each sound is a finger. K, a, n, can. S, a, p, sap. D, e, n, den. Let me move my fingers down a little bit for you. W, e, t, wet. S, I, p, sip. K, a, t, cat. Good job. One more time. Can, sap, den, wet, sip, and cat. Okay, guys. Try to read them on your own. Pause it if you need to. And we're going to go ahead and answer the questions together now, okay? It says the map is in the. Where is the map? Think about it. Go look back in your story. The map is in the. Okay, when you think you know it, find it. What I would do is I'd go back and circle where it is, okay? So if you found it, you read where is the map? It is in the, where? Van. I'm going to circle that word. Now, I didn't circle the exclamation point because that's not part of what it wants me to do. It just wants me to write the word. So I'm going to write van on my lines using the headline, beltline, footline. Remember, no capitals, so or no L letters, so we're not going to have any on the top. Okay, so the map is in the van. Okay, we see a. What do we see? Look in your reading. Did you find it? We see a hut. So I'm going to circle that over here so I remember what word I'm writing over here. H-A-U-T. Hut. We see a hut. Okay, now it says we go in the blank to look for the blank. Oh my goodness, that's hard. They give us two choices. But both of these have to be correct in order to choose it. So, and it has to be from here. So we go in the. I'm going to go back over here and see if I can find we go in the. We see. No, that's not we go in the. We go in the, oh, here it is. So we go in the, what's this word? Let's sound it out on our fingers. V, a, n. Van. Which one of these choices starts with van? Oh, good. 2 choices. So I'm going to cross off this one because that can't be right. They didn't go in a car. That can't be right. Okay. Now let's look at the rest of the question. We go in the van. Let's write that down because we already know it's van. Let's circle it. Okay. We go in the van to look for the... Now, did they go to look for the hut or the man? I don't remember. I have to go back in and read it. So we go in the van to look for the... Oh, starts with an H. Let's sound it out. Hut. Hut. So both of them say van. Which one says hut? Do you see it? Okay, so we're going to circle it. We don't need the period because that's not, they already have one over here. Okay, so I see hut here, right? So this has to be the answer because it has van and hut. This is not right. Okay, so we're going to now write in our sentence. We go in the van to look for the hut. Yay! We did it! Good job, guys! Pretty soon you're going to be able to do this on your own. I love it. Right now I'm just having you do it with me because it's really good practice for reading comprehension. All right, and I think we have one more page because we always end our day with writing. So if you haven't finished this yet, pause it and it will keep it on the screen so you can finish with me. And we're going to go to our last page today, which is a writing. And I love writing. First graders get to do such a good job with their writing. They learn so much. I'm going to see if I can raise this up a little bit more so I can see my whole page. There we go. All right, so today's writing, make sure you write your name. And this time it doesn't have a headline, beltline, footline. So you can write your name any way you want. Right? Write your name. Okay. Let's see if I can spell Aiden's name right. So I'm going to just pretend like this is Aiden's paper. Aiden, I think, has a Y. I'm learning how to spell all of your names your special ways. So do you see how I can write it smaller because it doesn't have a headline, beltline, footline? So you're going to write your name. Hopefully I spelled Aiden's name right. I'm sure I will be told if I'm not. Okay, so here's your writing prompt today. It says, I can be a good friend by. Now, it's very important that we are good friends to everyone in our classroom and everyone, even at home, our brothers and sisters, we need to learn how to be a good friend to. So think about ways you can be a good friend, okay? And maybe I'll try to find a read aloud today that has to do with being a good friend. So look for that later. I can be a good friend by, and I want you to think of one way you can be a good friend, and I want you to draw that out with lots of details. When we draw, you can draw with stick figures, right? But I still want lots of details. So I want the eyes and the mouth and the nose. I might not be the best artist, but let's say I'm being a good friend to someone. I need to show how I'm doing that. So whatever I'm going to write here. So maybe if I'm being a good friend by sharing, I would show me sharing something with someone else. If I was being a good friend by helping somebody up when they fell down, I might have to show somebody down here, right? Somebody fell down. Oh no, I fell down. Oh no, he's not happy about it. Maybe she's not happy about it, so she's gonna go, oh no. You can even do your little dialogue bubbles, right? Oh, I was writing, I know. Oh no. Oh no. Right? Maybe she's coming to walk toward him so that she can help him up. So I can be a good friend by helping up someone that falls down. If I'm not writing this, I might show something else and then write it out. So when you start to write, make sure you trace your words first that they give you. I can be a good friend, trace those out, all of those out by, and then finish the sentence. And when you're done with your sentence, I can be a good friend by helping someone off the ground when they fall. When you're done writing all your words the best that you can, make sure you put a period. Okay? All right, boys and girls. I hope I've answered all your questions for today. Have a great weekend. If some of this work didn't get done from Thursday and Friday, get it done this weekend so on Monday you're all ready to go. All right, guys, I hope to see you soon. Bye.